Good morning. We continue to track weather conditions across the area, and some of those weather conditions are creating slushy and icy spots. Let's head to Matthew Bullock, who remains on the roadways this morning. Matthew, what can you tell us? But that's okay. The roadways, at least when I got in, were quite slushy, and you can see how they are slick in some spots, so it will continue to remain icy this morning. We are seeing a gradual transition from rain to snow this morning, and with it, rather snow to rain, and with it, you are getting those spots that will get icy. The secondary roads are your major concern, although some of the highways also will develop them. Obviously, INDOT is out right now trying to treat roads, but there will be some spots here and there that will get icy, especially on some of the secondary roads and also on the shoulder. Now, that being said, I did happen to check in with INDOT's traffic sensors, and Fort Wayne's measuring right around freezing. What that means is that temperatures are starting to warm up on the surface. That's very good news, because in Angola, it's 29. So anything that does hit the surface is freezing, meaning if it does begin to rain in Angola, that's going to become more of a problem as freezing rain does develop. Further to the south in Gas City, that sensor's at 34 degrees. That means that the rain is more falling and beginning to melt, meaning we're not getting that ice to develop. That should be better news for us, especially as temperatures begin to warm up. We're also getting into some drier air out in the western half of the state. That's likely to begin to push in over the next couple of hours. With that, we should see a lot of our rain begin to end later on during the morning hours, and more towards noon do I expect the rain to continue to move out of the area, but still some lingering showers. The big question this morning is, when can we begin to melt from south to north? Probably now, more towards, let's say, 8, 9 this morning. Angola may take until around noontime for us to see the freezing rain begin to melt. So if you do have travel plans to the north, that is going to be a problem spot through the first half of the day. But overnight tonight, we will have temperatures continue to cool off as we get a stiff breeze off out of the west. Turning to the northwest, and that brings in the concern about some lake effect snow showers. I wouldn't rule them out. Excuse me, but I don't really see this becoming a widespread problem, more like a thin line of these snow showers moving through our area. Now, as for temperatures, we mentioned just a few degrees of difference can make a huge difference. Fort Wayne, this is the air temperature at 34 degrees. This is at the airport, so you may find some colder spots, you may find a few warmer. That does mean that if it does get any warmer, a lot of the snow and ice will begin to melt on the roadways. Very good news. It's going to take a while for us to warm up, at least in Fort Wayne, but starting around 9-10 this morning, we should be into the 30s. And once you get into the 40s with the rain beginning to fall, that's going to allow for temperatures to melt everything away. And then tonight we get temperatures down in the teens. For tomorrow, teens likely all throughout the day.